Welcome to today's episode of the Promo Playbook by Cubic Promote. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. The topic is, what is it like to run a promotional products company and a uniform company in Sydney, Australia? And with me, we have General Manager Wendy Lee. So Wendy Lee, thank you for joining us at the show today.
Oh, always a pleasure.
So Wendy, can you share with the audience a bit about your pedigree, your background?
Sure. I joined the company back in 2010, so good 15 years ago as a junior account manager. And then I worked my way up to become a general manager with a lot of sweat and tears.
Nowadays, a co-owner of the business. What is it like from a day-to-day perspective for you to share with the audience on what it's like to run a promotional products company? Is it easy? Is it hard?
It's hard for me. So my day-to-day, I don't call myself really a general manager, more like a helper, general helper. So my day-to-day will look like start in the morning, look at my inbox, do sales role, because I still got a few clients I deal with. So I would make sure my clients are happy with me, all their orders are looked after, make sure people are, happy with the company. And I always say to Charles and to my staff, in order for a company to grow, it's like a racing car. Staff are the wheels. And all the wheels needs to be moving forward in one direction in order for the vehicle to run at the fastest speed. So the job of talking to staff, listen to them, listen to their feedback is very important. And I dedicated quite a bit of time on that part as well.
So how do you balance our operations? So we distinctly have customer service elements. We have the products that come into the website. We also have to balance operations to make sure that our team runs smoothly. Well, what are your priorities on a day-to-day basis?
Priority, always customer first.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. So given a percentage, 100%, would you say 50% customer experience, or would you put it less? What is the balance mean?
So if my day is like a 100% job, then I would say, because I handle less customer, so my day about 30% is spent on customer. And then 30% on website, 30% on staff. And then the 10%, because you don't know, here and there will be some odd questions that are outside of these three scopes. And I reserve my 10% capacity to deal with those as well. All right, got it.
So we work with a lot of purchase orders. Some of them quite small, very easy. For example, if people come to us for 10 t-shirts, that's water off a duck's back. We can handle that very easily. On the odd occasion, on any given day, could be right now, could be in an hour's time, we might get an inbound inquiry or an inbound purchase order for 10,000 or even 20 or 50,000 t-shirts. Could you share with the audience out there what happens behind the scenes once we have a large purchase order? What happens? Do we all go frantic? Do we need to onboard new staff for our suppliers? What happens behind the scenes?
That's a very good question, because it happened quite a lot. Client always want things tomorrow, and especially 10,000 units. All wanted tomorrow. Once client is happy to proceed, we will produce an artwork to them to show them how the end product will look like digitally within an hour, because it's an urgent order. Even non-urgent order, within 24 hours, they will receive an artwork from us to confirm they're happy with the final results before proceeding. And once that, while we are waiting for confirmation, I will need to make some phone calls and also checking on our system, see what's the production capacity like for the day. Because although these clients definitely important to us, we have 2 or 3 jobs lining ahead that are equally important as well. We have to hire extra staff, ask them stay overtime sometimes, or even ask external capacity to help to make us deliver jobs on time. So all jobs are important. 10,000 coming in, I will have to make a lot of phone calls in order to make that deliver on time.
Yeah, we certainly do have some really large purchase orders that do come in from time to time.
Yeah.
And for us ourselves, I can share with you my experiences on how we go about handling large purchase orders. So this is unveiling the curtains. This is what happens in the background. So once our team goes about confirming the purchase order, a series of events happen. It inevitably means that the print machines need to run overtime. Now, normally the print machines from ourselves and our suppliers, they run between the hours of 9 to 5, but when orders come in, typically they need to extend those hours. It could be 9 to 7, 9 to 8. At times it could be even 9 to 9, and at times we've even done jobs where it's gone into midnight and over. And what happens with staffing is that we roster ourselves to have multiple rosters coming in, just to pick up the slack for the first roster that goes off and the second roster comes on. And all is in the name of production, keeping the print machines running. Once the print machines have run, we need to allow time for the products to dry. The only exception is when we do embroidery. That is when products don't need to dry. But
And also labeling.
And labeling
Yeah.
for every other print press,
We need to
the
wait.
screen prints, the transfer prints, they do need to dry and cure. And during this process, once products are produced, they go through quality control testing. And at the end, once the entire job is finished, a final inspection is done. A line manager goes in, inspects all the products, and only once everything is confirmed that it is in good condition, good quality, then the thing begins. All the products get packed, sealed, and then we book a courier promptly for the products to be sent out. So quite a bit happened. So for the customer, all they see is the words, no problem. For ourselves, that's when day one, minute one, that's when the work really begins. So Wendy.
Before you jump into the next topic, I can share an interesting story about production because production staff is not only a dedicated staff. Sometimes me and Charles and even the account manager team or people that are not in the production team will be work on production.
Yeah, good point. I pack boxes every
That's
week.
Exactly right.
To mention that to customers. I tape them up, I fold up clothes, 100%. It's a hands-on experience.
That's exactly. You remember a couple years ago, we worked till 12 o'clock. We helped a customer label 8,000 boxes. And I still remember just tearing off labeling until about 12 o'clock. Like we said, customer is number one. So whatever it takes to get goods delivered on time, we will do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So next question, Wendy, is could you share an instance where you worked on a campaign for a client and it was just brilliant? Everything went well, everything was delivered on time, the customer received the product. And not only that, but you got the feedback from the customer where it was a success. The use of our products led to positive outcomes.
Oh, I remember this one. That was a couple years ago. The ones that stick in my memory is always the one that delivered on time, delivered urgently with a very short turnaround time, and I have to make magic on that.
So what type of products were you talking about?
That was a beach umbrella. So the umbrella itself coming from interstate, and I have to engage, like we have to print ourselves. It only left about within 24 hours, we have to print them and deliver it in Sydney.
So print them with our client's logo.
Yes, of course, yeah. Printing with client's logo, dry them, delivered in Sydney within 24 hours upon receipt of goods. And I remember beach umbrella being so bulky, no standard same-day courier will accept that job. So end up we found...
You need a ute, something that size.
Oh, you know what I did? We finished the printing at about 5 p.m. at night time. We were calling a tow truck company because it's too bulky.
A tow truck company?
Yes.
I must have been on vacation. I don't remember that, but carry on.
Yeah, so we called up a tow truck company because it's so bulky, and they were like, is it possible to put in these boxes in a tow truck so you can send them to the location in Sydney? I got turned down quite a lot. And then finally, one tow truck company is kind enough to offer a bulk same-day delivery courier for me that can deliver the job on time. And the courier arrived at client location at 11 p.m. And then...
I'm surprised the client's even awake to receive the product.
It's a marketing company.
So it's not just our industry that really pulls out all the stops in order to make things happen. Other industries like the marketing company,
they do that.
Really go over and above and beyond for them.
Because the event is tomorrow. They can't afford to have this location not set up, so they don't have a second chance. Exactly right. So at 11 p.m., staff are still there, and they courier delivered the goods. They're opening the box, setting up all the beach umbrellas on the beach, and open it and take a photo for me at next day with sunrise. And I was like, wow. They stay overnight to decorate the sites with our beach umbrella, and we pull things off like that within 24 hours, print, dry, deliver. That's not happened regularly, but definitely was stuck in my mind.
I assume that was a Sydney company that placed a purchase with us.
Yes.
I'm assuming the conference was in ICC.
No, it's beach umbrella. So it's actually, they're using it on
Bondi. Location in Bondi.
Yeah. That's around the beach area. Set up all the beach side, do an outdoor event. It was a great success.
Amazing. And now, on the flip side, things do go wrong. Because when we stretch our supply chains to such a degree, things inevitably break. So Wendy, was there a time when something went wrong, and how did we respond? I could actually answer that. Things do go wrong. It means us replacing products
That's exactly right.
in order to make things right.
Even though the mistake is not from our end, we will replace it with our question ask. That's just recently happened. We delivered 4,000 worth of banners to a location in Queensland. The courier just dropped off the box in the location. They took a picture, but no one can identify that location at all around the building. And the boxes went missing.
I remember that order.
Yeah. And
we called, I believe what happened was I ended up calling up the neighbor of that building.
yes,
I did a Google search. I called up all the neighbors to
we
find
called up the security.
to find out if they took hold of the boxes. None of them
Yes. None of them can locate the box. So ended up we replaced a few $1,000 worth of banner for the client.
It also
No question asked.
It also means that some other company is now in possession of $4,000 worth of banners.
That are not belong to them and printed with someone else's logo. So I will feel that, or maybe they can use it for other purposes. Restructure the banner to make who knows what.
Of course. Well, there's a lot to talk about in our industry. The honest truth is our industry, there's a lot of complexity and a lot of detail. We're going to be creating a part 2 and a part 3. What really goes behind the scenes of running a promotional products and uniform company. We have lots of stories to share with the team, but appreciate you tuning in to this episode, and please tune in for upcoming episode 2, 3, and possibly even 4 on how we go about running a company in Australia that is effective. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.